It was tough. Life was tough at 348 pounds. I don't know what to do about my life, you know. I'm just scared. Hey, my name is David Miller. I've lost 190 pounds using Alpha-Line. So I was morbidly obese at 350 pounds. That was me. When you're that heavy, even the simplest tasks are difficult. You know, from cooking, cleaning, walking the neighborhood with the kids, tying the shoes. Those things become challenges because it's just difficult on your body. Your body is like, what are you doing to me? I was the guy having to ask for an extra seat belt just to sit in an airplane seat. It was a struggle everyday life. People, they would look at you different. They would plain out treat you different. So there would be days where I'd go home and I would just be mentally defeated. My relationship with food was so unhealthy. I used it as a crutch for any time that I was stressful, I would eat. Barbecue, desserts, pies, cookies. I love that stuff, you know. There was no healthy choice when it comes to that stuff. I was just eating what I liked. A small thing in life that you don't realize is being overweight, sometimes it limits the things you can do with your kids. So there was a time when we were at an amusement park, they want to ride a roller coaster, they have to have an adult. My wife is scared of heights, she's not getting on it. I physically could not get into the roller coaster seat to ride it. I'm like, sorry son, we can't go on it because I'm overweight. So you're taking small things away from your kids when you've allowed yourself to get so big. There was a day that I was sitting out on my back porch with my wife and I just got home from work. You know, I'd taken off my socks and my legs still had the sock indentions on them. I looked at her and I said, I'm scared, you know, is this heart failure? What's going on? That's really where my rock bottom was. But there comes a point in time where if you don't do something about it, why are you even trying, you know? So that point, I talked with her and she's been so ultra supportive of me that at that moment we decided that, David, it's time to make a change. And as a parent, you want to provide a role model for your kids. So when you've kind of given up on your own life as far as your health, your kids look at it and they're like, Dad, what are you doing? They are the number one most inspirational thing. And I want to do everything in my power to live as long as I can to not only provide for them, to see them grow, and I want to be a part of their lives. So they are my number one inspiration for losing weight. My relationship with my wife would be different because when you're that big, every little thing's stressful. I would bring that stress to her and just cause more issues between us based on being unhealthy. My day was different when I started to make the switch to being healthy because I woke up with a new sense of energy. Hey, let's go take a walk and eat something healthy, and that provided the spark I needed for the rest of the day. For the first 3 to 4 months, I did a daily walk. In the first 6 months of incorporating a new diet and walking, I lost a total of about 60 pounds. Then after that, I started utilizing weight training on top of my diet changes and walking to lose around 100 pounds total in the first 12 months. After I lost all my weight, I was around 160 pounds, but I look in the mirror and I'm like, David, you have lost that weight and you are in way better health, but you still have more potential. I wanted to feel confident and comfortable walking around with my shirt off and having arms, having a chest, having abs. Those are things I never had in my life. So I started incorporating the weight training heavy duty into my life because I knew that was the next step that I wanted to take. And I was weak, you know, physically I was weak. I found on social media, Ron Jones was his name, and he was recommending this product. I loved the content he was putting out. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna try this out. And so from about 6 months after the initial weight loss of 60 pounds is when I started incorporating Alpha-Line. When I started getting into muscle training, I wanted the supplements to help me push my body to where it needed to be. So I started incorporating the pre-workout, the post-workout, and the proteins with Alpha-Line. I started taking the Superhuman Miami Vice. The Superhuman gave me that extra push, that extra drive when I needed to get an extra few reps in. That pre-workout allowed me to push my body further than I was being able to push without any sort of supplementation. PB Gains, it's the best tasting protein out there. And not only does it provide you great protein and great nutrients, it also curbs my sweet tooth. I'm able to mix it with my Greek yogurt and make an awesome dessert that's loaded with protein that tastes absolutely amazing. It tastes like peanut butter greatness. I can't describe it. It's absolutely amazing. My favorite workouts are push-pull sessions and legs. I usually do a push-pull leg day. I do 6 total workouts a week. Always end my workouts with 25 minutes incline, low-speed cardio walks to help with that. That's the best thing for my weight loss journey, is just that walking on the incline after my weight training sessions. I would love to get 7 hours sleep because I know how important it is, but I'm so scared that I can't. I get the kids to bed at 9, I fall asleep at 10, alarm goes off at 3:15. That is my life. Hey, it's sacrifice I've made to be where I'm at. I've done it my entire journey. I knew I had to get up and go work out or I was not gonna change my health. There's times where I'm like, hey, I'm going to the gym. I'm sorry, I've got to go. For me, mentally, I have got to go. Because I'm not gonna ever get into a routine where I'm missing days and opportunities to train, because I've been to there and I don't ever wanna go back. When I was at my heaviest at 350 pounds, I thought there was no way ever I would be as thin as I am now and as in shape as I am now. 100% never crossed my mind. I am becoming the person that I ultimately want to be, and it's the best feeling in the world. You get a new sense of life when you lose that much weight. There's so many things that bring a freshness to you that you never thought you could achieve. I had a new outlook on life. I knew there was a lot of things that I was gonna be able to do and live for my family because I made all that weight loss. When I left my previous job, I moved back there about 12 years later, and this was post-transformation. And I showed up at the hospital, and there was people that I worked with in the past that had no idea who I was. My old boss came up to me and like, hey, my name is so-and-so, what is your name? I'm like, my name is David. He had no idea who I was. And he came back 15 minutes later and said, David, I'm so sorry. I had no idea that was you. I go up to family members that I haven't seen in a long time. They're like, whoa, what happened to you? Where's the other David? I'm like, this is me. You know, I took control of my life. It made me feel absolutely amazing, you know, to have people look at me and say, he's a whole new person. It's such a great feeling that I can't describe. As a human being, it provides you a sense of accomplishment that, hey, you can do this. Just keep chugging along. It may look like small gains right now, but over a year, 2 years, those small gains add up to one big gain. If you want to lose weight, you can do it. 100% you can do it. I am living proof that you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. My mission now is to inspire others. I will talk to some random person walking down the street. If they said, man, you look good, how did you get there? I will share my story with that person. It means so much to me. My family knows it means so much to me. They are very supportive, and they hear me talk beyond nauseam to people. This is what I did to become healthy. I would love to help you become healthy and share my journey, the ups and downs of my story, and provide you with all the information I can to help you get to where you want to be. I have God, my wife, my kids. My health is right there. That is how important this is to me. There is no other thing in this world that could bring me that much joy as those 4 things. And I will never go a day where I don't exercise. 100% I can tell you that. Being superhuman means that I can ultimately do everything that I was put on this earth to do. I was able to take control of my life, not by anybody else's choice, but my own. I became superhuman the day that I made that choice to lose the weight and become a more healthy individual.